I really don't know why everybody goes to places like Sturgis or Daytona. The freaking cops are just freaking terrible at these bigger rallies. Take a look at this.
Okay, so it looks like this has resolved. Bike not towed, that's good news.
So, as you can see, the cops are already at it with club members. I've been hearing they've been getting a lot worse in recent years when it comes to shaking down clubs. One of the things that I really do not understand is the aspect that these cops don't get when it comes to bikers bringing in a lot of freaking money when it comes to these rallies, and businesses, they depend on it. What happens when, people start perceiving that the cops are doing nothing but harassing them? Well, they stop showing up, don't they? I know I have not been down to Daytona in over 20 years because the last time I was down there, they were up your rear end on anything they could nail you with. It was quite ridiculous. And I said to myself then, never, ever coming back. And that's exactly what I did. I never went back. But Sturgis brings a lot of money to businesses in small towns. And let's be honest, got to be honest, man. They depend on that bike week in order to make their money for the rest of the year. So it's them that should be pissed off with these cops harassing everybody, and especially ones with colors, man. So here is really a story that drives this home. And also, in a second, we're going to be, this one lady about trafficking and stuff, property of tattoos. I'll let you make your decision on it. That's making the rounds as well. But unbelievable. Let's go to this one right now. This is Cowboy State Daily. Now, this one's out of Wyoming, and it's one of these Wyoming towns that really depend on this. Sturgis Motorcycle Rally is a make or break for businesses in small Wyoming towns. So every year they depend on this. Now, is it a good business model? I don't know. But I wouldn't depend on one event to make my whole thing. But, these are small towns in freaking Wyoming where nobody lives. Trent Topi's historic general store in tiny Aladdin is particularly counting on Sturgis rally goers this year. That's because tourists aren't spending money like they once did. Quote, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's tourists here. The owner of Aladdin's only store told Cowboy Stay Daily, quote, but they're just not spending money like normal because they're all putting it all in their gas tanks. And I was actually talking to China Dow about this last night. That crap in 2000, man, with the lockdowns and all that stuff just raised everything through the freaking roof. I was like, man, they had to do this stuff on purpose. I think it's when, we were going to Wendy's, getting her a Frosty. She likes her Frosties. And it's like $4 freaking bucks for a Frosty now. And I was like, yeah, they did this crap on purpose. But he's right. Everybody's putting his money in their gas tanks because of the crap they're pulling overseas. I'm not going to get political in that stuff. I'll let Mike Ball get into that. But it's messed up. Fortunately for Tope, the cavalry is coming. It's not a cavalry that rides a horse, though it's plenty of horsepower. It's a cavalry that rides thousands of motorcycles. People depend on this rally. And you have these freaking cops out there that do nothing but hose you down. And really, they're running a business themselves. They're putting money in their coffers. This is probably the biggest time of the year. And their police chiefs out there, hey, man, you got to bust as many as you can. All along these ventures, rally goers will gas up, buy burgers and beer, fill hotels, motels, and campgrounds. I always tell, man, bikers, you know what? Your wallet talks. And eventually, when enough of you get together and say enough's enough, they'll start recognizing that because the money dries up. It's a money trail that keeps or helps keep businesses in small and large communities alive. Quote, honestly, and this is a straight up deal here. If it weren't for the rally, the Aladdin General Store probably wouldn't even be economically viable. So we're really looking forward to it. He looks to capture up to 60% of his annual revenue during August. He depends on a 60% of his annual revenue during August. All thanks to the many rally goers who stop in for drinks and plates. If you ask me, man, businesses should get together and chill these people out, these cops, man. Let's see here. And it says here in this caption, about 25,000 Sturgis motorcycle rally bikers made a pit stop in Hewlett, Wyoming. 25,000. That is freaking awesome, man. And it's helping little towns out that would be dead otherwise if it wasn't for a bunch of bikers. But again, you got cops like you seen in that video just sitting there screwing around with an angel. And let's be honest, man, the angels have been there forever. So not cool, man. Not cool. Let's go to this next one and let me know what you guys think about what she's saying. She specifically brings up property of tattoos. Do you think this is true or not? Let me know that in the comment section. But she brings it up because of the Sturgis rallies up and going again. Black Hills advocates bust human trafficking myths, share 24/7 resources ahead of Sturgis. So, let me know what you guys think. That's what I could tell you.
People feel like, well, this is what I have to do to survive.
Wasserberger says warning signs can include someone who looks disoriented or fearful, and in some cases, tattoos that suggest branding.
If someone has a tattoo like a diamond, dollar sign, barcode, we also see people's names or signs that say property of. Sometimes when we see that and we're seeing people as commodities, that can be a sign to people as well.
For anyone who needs help or anyone who sees something concerning, she says call law enforcement and don't put yourself in danger trying to intervene. Local resources are available all across the Black Hills, including shelters and crisis lines. And the South Dakota Human Trafficking Hotline is staffed 24/7.
That South Dakota Human Trafficking Hotline number is 888-352-8511. And that is a 24/7 hotline. It's connected through 211, and they'll get you connected to the nearest shelter to you.
Reporting in Rapid City, Reed Langer, Dakota Territory News.
Okay, what do you guys think there, man? They specifically brought up property of. Everybody knows that there's a totally different meaning to that's been in the scene. But outside people, of course, they bring their way of thinking into it. Again, let me know in the comment section what you think of that. And let me know what you think of this stuff with these cops in Sturgis, man. If you're in Sturgis right now, throw it in the comments. Let me know. Don't forget Insane Throttle Music, man. We're going to start hitting some good stuff each week. Go over to Insanity Music over on YouTube. Catch you later. Rock on, baby.
Insane Throttle, your official Google News source for everything biker. Thanks for riding with us. Smash that subscribe button, check out InsaneThrottleNews.com for the latest updates, and join the insanity today.
Insane Throttle Outlaw Rock, featuring Insane Throttle and Defiant Afterlife. Get your playlist full of pure rock and metal. Spotify, YouTube. Subscribe and crank it up.
Now I'm back in the fight.